Good afternoon. Today's a very special day. I'm here with my dad, and we're here to unbox his new Martin guitar. And it's a very special day because he has always wanted a Martin guitar. Some of his heroes like Neil Young, Stephen Stills, and those guys from that folk 60s, 70s era, they played these cool Martins, these Dreadnought Martin guitars, and ever since then he's always wanted one, but they're expensive, and now he's at a place in his life where he was able to afford one. And it's also really cool because there's a little bit of a cool story behind it. And I'd like my dad to just kind of talk about his recent experience in France and getting this guitar and how it's kind of been a little bit of a miracle and a blessing to him.
Okay, so I'm going to talk. First of all, I decided just before Christmas of 2024 that I was going to, rather than just look for a Martin guitar that was a stock guitar off the shelf, I thought, why not custom make my guitar so that it's one of a kind. It might be a little bit more expensive, but it's very unique and will probably hold a lot of its value going forward. So I went into the Long and McQuaid here in Owen Sound. I went online to Martin Guitar and went through all the options that were there, and it took me maybe 3 or 4 tries to kind of get it tuned down to what I wanted for the guitar. So I took the order that I printed off from Martin and into Long and McQuaid, and they placed the order for me, put a deposit down on it, and I was told it would probably be ready for delivery in December of 2026. So that's like almost a 2-year wait. So in the meantime, I decided to take a trip to France and do a pilgrim walk of 44 days roughly, and it was from Vézelay in northeastern France to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port in southwestern France, close to the Spanish border. And about 2 weeks into my trip, which was in the middle of May of this year, I got a message from Long and McQuaid saying that my guitar was here. And I said, well, you're going to have to hold on to it for another 4 weeks because I'm walking in France and I won't be able to come in and get it. So that's where we are now. I'm back from France in my pilgrim walk, and it was a pretty special time for me. Very, very spiritual time. And this happening in the way it did, it almost feels like this is a present to me for what I've done. So.
Okay, without further ado, let's crack this thing open, see what we got in that case. Wow. I love that headstock, that old script. So let's talk about some of the decisions that you made on this. It looks like it's a smaller body size.
000 auditorium size guitar.
And you told me before that you were kind of wanting it to model it after a guitar that you already have.
Yeah, I chose the size based on the Yamaha that I already have, which I feel very comfortable playing. And I wanted to have the same neck dimensions, roughly, as close as I could get to the Yamaha, so that when I play it, it's the same as almost playing my Yamaha. The only difference is it doesn't have a cutout like the Yamaha has, but I think it's a fine looking guitar for sure.
It's gorgeous. You don't need the cutout. You don't play very much up on the neck there.
I don't play lead stuff very often, so.
So you chose a mahogany body.
I just like the look of it. I think it's really sharp looking guitar.
It's nice.
With the mahogany all around.
I love that script logo.
Yeah.
That's and the abalone, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's abalone or mother of pearl, but
mother of pearl, I think. But that was
gorgeous.
That was very special. I wanted that because that's a symbol of Martin for sure.
All
Rather
right.
than just having it scripted across the top.
Well, I guess the last thing we need is to hear a chord.